What's up, guys? It's your uncle. So first of all, I'm gonna answer the main question in the title, which is, are like rares coming out in stores and adventures or stuff, is that okay? And the answer is no. Not at all. Jesus Christ, Animal Jam, what are you doing? Oh my god! But I kind of understand where Animal Jam is like coming from, what they're trying to do. Oh god, dog. Even if their approach is like absolute garbage pail kids, like not good at all, like mission abort, tap out, dude, it sucks. So I'm guessing by now we can like basically all agree that like 99% of the people playing Animal Jam are playing for like the games, the decorating, and the trading. It's always nice getting a pretty good trade till you search things up and realize you just ditched your long black collar for a rare item Monday. It's all good. But now all of a sudden those gazelle horns you've been proudly collecting for 3 years that are worth like thousands of rare chefs. Was that really the rare item? It looks like an apari mushroom. Out of nowhere, your awesome beta show-off dens that totally don't match at all and have the single sole purpose of impressing all that visit has become a jam art sale. You will see the noob who still has like the new jammer tag wielding a beta fly trap, and you'll be like spitting out those crying emojis like absolute fire, dude. In no possible way could this ever be a good thing. It makes me realize that the hundreds of hours I spent obtaining a cool looking alignment of pixels means nothing, and I can't deal with that. I mean, like, it never really did mean anything, but this whole like coming out in stores things really pushed reality up my. But I think for the future, this is actually a pretty smart move from Animal Jam for new jammers and old jammers and just jammers and phantoms. I don't freaking know. By releasing most of the well sought after rares and betas in the Forgotten Desert, we're kind of creating an entire new line of rares, and they're kind of all equally worth the exact same thing. So no, a short spike collar is no longer worth less than a long collar. I don't think it ever really was. In fact, there's a ton of evidence to support that there are less short spike collars in the game than there are long spike collars, but you know, that's fine. I mean, short collar is pretty ugly, I get it! So just because short spikes are like a lot kind of yucky, they don't look good on a ton of animals, they're a lot less pretty than the long spikes. People are going to put a lot more effort into what they trade for the long ones. I'll probably talk about like prettier looking items versus rare items later in the video. But for now, I'm gonna draw a line. I would tell you to imagine it, but imagination is hard. I totally get it, dude. This line is like the physical level of rarity for store-bought items. They're all worth around the same thing just because you can like easily click and buy something, unless you busted all your money on an apari mushroom hat and can no longer afford the golden unicorn horn, but that's about it. After this, we have the line that represents items that cannot be bought in stores but are still like being generated into the game. These are items that you can get from like Sky High, Adventures, The Claw, etc. Again, they're all worth around the same amount since the prizes are based on random chance. Sure, the fox hat looks a little better than the clover blanket, meaning people will place more value in it and therefore ask for bigger trades, but they are essentially on the same level. Then there are the things that are no longer being brought into the game. These are things that are not sold in stores, not available as prizes. These are like the betas and the rares. Just a quick reminder, guys, not everything rare is beta and not everything beta is rare. The rare headdress, which is said to be like one of the rarest items in the game in 2016, is not a beta. Beta is pretty self-explanatory, meaning it was an item first appeared when the game was in testing. The reason why things are so rare is because Animal Jam stopped selling these beta items, leaving only a limited amount of items on older accounts who purchased them in the beta. So anyway, the Forgotten Desert has added this separate line of rares. By making them all available and giving a chance to earn any one of these items every game, they are creating a whole new line of things that are roughly worth the same. Emphasis on roughly, dude. There is the same amount of chance you'll get a black spike from the Forgotten Desert than there is for you get a wicked snowman fridge. Obviously, the black spike is going to be like a lot more desirable, automatically pushing its value up, but technically everything from the Forgotten Desert is now worth another thing from the Forgotten Desert. Again, not trying to like change the Animal Jam world or anything, or like change the Animal Jam economy, if that's even a thing. I think you should go ahead and place your blackbeards on the top of your trade list and shout loudly, 3 items from the Forgotten Desert received purely by chance to get my 1 item from the Forgotten Desert, also received purely by chance. Any takers? I'm single. Meet me at my den if you're a member, boy. No, I'm just kidding. You should sell that Blackbeard because it doesn't go with any of the outfits and looks really wonky in every single animal. But in the future, this will set the basis for a lot of trading. Now we like sort of have a structure to go off of instead of just assuming what's worth what. No, I don't think Animal Jam should be putting them in stores. That is not the way to go to like at all. This just causes a huge pain for a lot of people and will most likely lower that sweet AJ revenue from the mass tidal wave of quits. I think maybe Animal Jam could even like start a new set of items, only gotten by chance, like the second line with Sky High and stuff. That's basically what Forgotten Desert rares have become, but more desirable because no one wants a star cape. Everyone wants a cool beta mask. Oh my god, it's so cool! So if they did this, they should probably make their rares look pretty. Because star capes... Ew. I'm willing to bet if like sandals were the rarest item in the game, nobody would even bother trading for them because... gross. Yuck. Never mind, everybody would because rares are pretty neat and we're all striving for an unattainable goal, becoming the rarest person in Animal Jam, even though there's like no concept. Then again, thinking back at my suggestion, nothing would be rare anymore. It's like that kid from The Incredibles who said, "When everybody's super, no one will be." Things are rare because there is a limited supply of them. This is why so many rares are betas, because they were once sold and now they just aren't. By creating a randomly generated game of chance for one of these new rares, we're basically just creating another store. Maybe if the more desirable things had a lower chance of spawning, but then they would automatically become known as rare and harder to get than the other ones randomly generated. Y'all catch my drift, or are you confused as I am? Basically what I'm trying to say is, there is no way of making things fair and rare at the same time. Again, the word rare refers to a limited supply of something, making it desirable. The Forgotten Desert is basically just like a rare generator by now, dropping value in beards, collars, top hats, headdresses, beta masks, claw machines, like everything. But I mean, hey, if we didn't generate new rares, we were guaranteed to run out at some point. Let's say if there were just 5 founder hats in the entire game, and they were the rarest thing ever. What would happen if 3 people accidentally recycled them for that sweet 12 buckaroos? One person stopped logging into their account and it was deleted, and the last one was eaten by Cosmo. That freaking no pants hula dancing kangaroo looking veggie burger. There would just be nothing left. Of course, for the entire population of spike collars to be eliminated, that would take a lot of time, but it was guaranteed to happen because there is only a finite amount of spike collars in the Animal Jam world. So I guess we'll never run out of rares anymore. I mean, should I even call them rares? Nah, they're items now. Worth the same as the bunny statue and a star cave, but not really at the same time. Don't worry about it. So in conclusion, I would say it's a maybe. Animal Jam should not be putting rares out in stores, and they should not be making them into a common prize item. Keep them rare, but like on an equal basis for every other rare thing. So guys, for all of you who have like had their boots busted into Animal Jam's soil, or whatever that means, full of beards and gazelle horns, will never be able to call useful anymore, just hang in there, yeah. Hang in there, guys. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna suck for a little while, definitely. All your hard work is gonna turn into a big puddle of juice on the floor, but it'll all be okay. My advice would be to like keep a storage account just for rare item Mondays and stuff. It's likely it'll become a lot more valuable in the future. Like rare nerd glasses are like on an uprising, like whew, that's a spicy item, dude. Like, okay, so what the heck is this? I don't even know. I don't know what this is, but I found it on my storage account. I don't know what it is. I popped it on my trade list because I didn't want it, and I got offered a spike for it. So what the heck? I don't even know. Another side note, don't accept over trades, guys. Be a good bean and decline. Tell them to like lower down the rarity and then let them try again. Because you know, they'll figure out that it was like an overtrade and they'll just be really sad, and that sucks, dude. So you know, thanks. If you're one of those people who decline overtrades and then tells them to lower it down, you're a good person. I'm happy for you. Keep being that person. I hope you guys have a wonderful week or whatever it is. If you enjoyed, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.